Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Run. Hey, high 7.
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down here and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. These two teams all tied after 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They toss to Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Rip right. Shut up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that's complete to Jeffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down.
Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get it. You can't block me. You can't.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The quick feet by Jackson. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Alert, alert! Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They go with Chubb on second down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's see what you got. Watch out, watch out.
On second down, Ingram. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. This one complete to Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great errant. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This time, Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Bravo! 58 right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. 58.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And Jeffrey's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now Chubb. And he's got room. Fighting ahead at the 15. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Point it right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hey, high 7.
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending.